The Outcast podcast is back. Yes, for 2023. We said so long to 22. And now it's the Jordan year, as I'm calling it, 2023.
The Jordan
I like it.
year.
I like it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
Yeah, man.
to you as well.
And you.
Also,
And
a
you.
big happy
And you.
birthday to Jordan, who's behind the controls. Him and Jacob, we got the double J's.
J-Rock.
Did we give him like a really interesting name like a week or so ago or last year? What did we do?
Who, J-Rock?
Yeah. Well, we gave them both a name, like they were a team or something, like a tag team.
But then we smoked too many J's and we
yeah,
forgot.
that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
But happy
That's what we
birthday,
do.
Jay.
We got too many J's
Happy
around
birthday,
here.
guys.
J
Yeah.
Money.
Big show today. Lots to talk about. We'll be talking about the Buffalo Bills football player. We have an update on that. We'll all discuss, the future. What will it change the NFL?
Good. I got some facts on that.
And we have some breaking news out of Buffalo that we'll bring up in just a bit. Also, Rolling Stone came out with their 200 best singers. They shuffled it up and they pissed some people off. So that will be a fun topic. Also, historical monuments have been going down by the hundreds across the country. Some of them, owned slaves. And so it's time to get rid of...
The monuments
They're-
own slaves?
They did.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Well, they got to go then.
How do they do that?
They get you stoned. And then all of a
Get you
sudden...
They
stoned.
just sneak up on you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Gotcha.
There it is.
So we do have a lot of topics to get to. First, I wanted to just tell a quick story about my New Year's Eve
Uh-oh.
at my house. As I'm a father and I now have a teenage daughter, she had a couple of her friends come over,
Oh, that's cool.
Here we go again.
and here we go.
That's what
I've never heard this before.
I was like, wait a minute, we did this one, right?
Sounds like
So-
somebody
Is
hasn't
a
learned their
shower
lesson, huh?
involved in this one?
No,
Oh, okay,
thank
good.
God.
Good.
She had a boy came over. She's got
Oh.
boy friends.
Well, I mean,
and they wanted to come over and hang out.
Yep.
Well, then one of the boys comes to me and he says, Mr. Gentry, can I stay the night because my dad has had a few too many drinks. It's New Year's Eve. He doesn't want to drive over here and pick me up. And I didn't want to drive the boy all the way home. And so I said, that's fine, young boy, but you'll be sleeping on the couch, or sleep in the guest room. Yes, sir. So then I wake up in the morning. I'm an early riser. I'm up before them. And the other thing was I couldn't stay up. These kids, they want to stay up all hours of the night. You can't keep your eye on your kids when you're sleeping.
yeah, no, you totally
tough to
dropped
do.
the
Yeah.
ball on that one.
But
anyways.
it's been a long day. You speak of drop the ball. I didn't make it to the drop of the ball.
Me either. I feel you.
Wow, you didn't?
I
Hell
made it
no.
till 11:30, and I decided
Wow.
I've seen the ball drop before. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, my ball dropped
So
a
you
lot
let the
earlier
boys
than that.
stay. So let me get this straight, Gentry. You let the boys stay,
I
and
let
then
the
you
boys
went
stay.
to bed early.
I went to bed early. Then I woke up early, and I
And
go
they
to
were all on the
I go to
couch.
look in the couch.
They're all on the couch.
No, there's no boy on the couch.
Oh, no.
He's in the guest room like a
Then
good
I
boy.
go to the guest room. No, where is that little sumbitch?
Oh, shit.
He ain't in the guest room.
Uh-oh. Now your blood's pumping.
Now I'm like,
Yeah.
where is this
That already
little?
was.
He better not be what
He's got to use the restroom.
So I go into the room, and there is the young boy laying in the room with no one, but he's in the what do they call that? A beanbag chair. Like he had passed out in the beanbag chair, and the girls were up in the bed. I'm like, wake the kid up. I'm like, what are you doing, kid? You ain't supposed to be sleeping in here. I told you. Oh, we were watching a movie, and I fell asleep.
That could happen.
I'll give him it.
So I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I didn't want to cause a scene in front of the family, in front of everyone. Just
Sure.
But it really did piss me off.
It
It's like
should've.
you try to lay down the law, and these damn kids
You know what I learned?
they don't respect the lay of the land. So I told my daughter, no more having people over anymore because you can't trust.
Did you
them.
show the kid your gun? You should have showed him your gun
Oh,
when
I
he came over.
showed him the gun. I cleaned it in
Okay.
front of him.
That's so.
All right.
That's so.
What are you talking
It
about?
wasn't
It's
long
just-
after that
That's
that
what you
is-
do, Ramo.
Look.
That's what you do.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
What? You,
I'm pretty sure the kid, honestly, in his heart, meant no disrespect. That probably did happen in a sense. I'm sure they were okay with it happening. But, I mean, once again, as a parent, you kind of left that door open to be had.
You did.
The kids, I mean, like, you can only put, in teenagers, like, you can trust them so far, but, like, they don't think of things far enough to understand the consequences of, them not doing what you ask them to do when they're watching a movie and they doze off. Like, they fall asleep. The teenager ain't fucking waking up. I don't care where they're at. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just
So,
know where my
no,
head was at in
totally.
high school.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
we
of
were
course.
all little horn dogs. I know
Oh,
what
of course.
boys are like.
Sure.
And I feel like I failed.
Sure. No.
Even though I was trying to do the right thing, the boy, his dad, was drinking.
Sure.
It's like, what was I gonna do?
Yeah, you
That
did the
was
right
right.
thing. That was the right thing to
no,
do.
No, it wasn't.
No,
I mean,
take him home was the right thing to do.
No.
I should have called you, TomKat.
How
You
about
could
an
have
Uber?
drove him home.
Uber his ass home.
Boom. There you go. See, 20 years ago, you would have done the right thing because you
Yeah,
wouldn't want
okay,
nobody
you
drinking
right.
and driving. Right now, we have Uber and Gentry. You're rich. So you can call the
I'm
fucking
rich.
Uber, pay for it. Hey, I'm paying for your
You
Uber
could
to
have
get home.
Ubered his ass
It's
out of your
cool.
problems.
Call his parents.
Peace.
Be
You know,
like, hey,
and you know what? I didn't
hey,
think
you're,
about that because
I
I'm
didn't
thinking
either.
of like he did
didn't
do
think
the
about
right
it
thing
either.
about not putting him out.
No, you could send his ass right home on
But
a
now,
telegram.
I didn't think about
now.
Uber. Hell yeah, get his ass a lift his little ass up out here. You ain't sleeping on my goddamn couch.
Peace
Try to
out, son.
kick
Thank
in
you.
my dog
Thanks
room,
for
you little
coming.
fuck.
I'll have a car waiting right out
Hell
front
yeah.
for you. Get your shit.
Yeah. No, and hey, and this you hang out, stay up as late as you can. If you can make the ball drop and all that shit, and 12:30, you tell them, son, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna call your Uber now, so we can start settling down in the house. And you stay, obviously you're courteous and you be good company and stay up with the guys and and them and hang out with them, talk
I
shit,
think that
whatever,
would
let
be-
them do what they're gonna do. Because here's the thing. I
Here's the
understand
thing.
what you're thinking about, Gentry, and
I don't need an episode of Teen Mom.
no, you don't, but
Okay.
you sure don't. But what I'm telling you
Nah.
is, I can assure you that if that was gonna happen, that's not the only time or the opportunity that they've had or will have. So you just have to trust. I mean, obviously it's not your daughter, so that
and
they're
my
gonna
daughter-
make right decisions.
You
My
don't want
daughter
it on
also had
cameras.
her friend over too, so there was like multiple girls.
You don't want it.
What a lucky little dick.
Yeah,
No,
kids-
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm
I
kidding.
All right,
mean,
enough,
kids are-
Ramo.
kids are more innocent than that, Gentry. Don't let your dirty ass mind totally freak you out.
Yeah, no, I mean they're not all, and especially today's kids. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. They're not.
Nah, screw
They
that.
don't
You still
seem
keep
like
your eye on their little
Yes,
ass.
you do.
Now,
And
if
you
Memphis
don't
was
give them
over
a chance.
here,
For
Keep
sure.
your eye on their little ass because just the time
Sure.
you think, oh no, they ain't that bad. They really doing some shit. Trust me, because we were that age too, motherfucker.
he's projecting.
He is projecting.
Listen, I am not projecting at all. I'm totally good with that because I know my shit. Hell yeah.
So
I ain't
how was
trusting
your
a
New
badass.
Year's, Memphis? How was your New Year's Eve? Anything exciting happen?
Yeah, I had a couple gigs, man. I had a private party, and 2 private parties actually, and it was cool. Man.
And you went to the football game, right? Your Tennessee
yeah,
Vols.
the
Orange out. It was the Orange
Friday.
Bowl with a bunch of
the Orange
orange
Bowl.
teams.
Yeah, us and Clemson and the Orange
It's a
Bowl.
lot of orange.
Yeah, we kicked their ass.
Orange,
and
you
shout
glad
out,
you went?
Yeah, we
funny,
beat them.
TomKat.
But I gotta say, shout out to Capital One. This
It's
is
a
not a
bad
non-endorsement, but the wife and I bought tickets and put it on the Capital One, and they hit us up, was like, yo, we want to upgrade y'all. Are y'all cool? We're like, well, yeah, right, cool. So the first upgrade, we were gonna be in the club live section. Totally dope. That's a cool
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
But then they like, nah. We gonna do y'all one more better. And we like, what the fuck? Where? We gonna sit in the box? They put us in the Capital One section right on the 50-yard line. We're like,
What's in your wallet?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe one of your ex coaches from there was there
He
and
was-
was
he
like,
was
yo,
there.
that's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
no. We
look out
got
for him.
we got the tickets beforehand, so
Oh.
we didn't know.
But
But
say
our
that's-
coach
oh,
was, and
okay.
we were in the same
Well, see,
section.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe he knew and saw you come in. And he
Who
was
got
like,
you
yo,
the
make
tickets?
sure
Michael
you-
Jackson?
I think
You
he
don't
thought your
know.
wife was hot. I think he was trying to probably work something
That's
on your
fucked
wife.
up, dog.
Yeah, like nah.
Don't
player.
even fuck
I
with his
mean,
insecurities
I think
like
that's
that.
what
dog.
I
happened.
ain't insecure.
I think he was
motherfucker. Shit, you gonna have to pay me, partner. That
No,
whole
yeah.
movie, Indecent Proposal. Shit, we'll make that shit for real.
What about you, TomKat? How was your New Year's Eve?
Oh, it was good. I was home. I made this pulled pork shit in the slow cooker.
Nice.
I bet
And then
you
watched
pulled pork.
watched the New Year's. No, I
Nice.
got laid
Which-
by my
Which
lady.
channel did you watch?
Sweet.
I noticed that all the networks.
Congratulations.
I like to flip around to all the networks. You had Ryan Seacrest and the Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve on ABC.
Yeah.
They
You-
kept his name, huh?
You-
That's cool.
You have the. You
Yeah,
had,
that was weird. I thought.
You had the country, Nashville's like hot night in Nashville where they had all the country artists on CBS.
Mm-hmm.
And then NBC, who
Miley.
was NBC?
Miley and Dolly.
Miley
which was
and Dolly.
Great.
Which I thought
Dolly
was good.
Parton?
Was awesome.
Yeah, I love her.
Dolly,
dude.
boy, she
dude,
killing it, man.
It was,
She's
they did
the
a
best person
and they,
on
You know
earth.
who they
She's
had
not
on there?
from Earth.
And you know what's crazy? They had Ray Shremmond on there. And that was weird. We were just talking about
for-
what happened to Ray Shremmond.
Yeah.
And
Shremmerd?
Whatever.
Yeah.
However the hell you say it.
Ray Sherman.
Ray Shremmerd. Ray Shremmerd.
Just say it real fast. Shrummer.
Ray
Shremmerd.
They had him on there. They did really good. He did some duets with them, one like Dancing in the Street.
Remember when
Dancing
we had
in the
lunch with
Street.
them?
La, 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 la,
Remember
la.
we
It was
had
good.
lunch with them?
We had lunch
We
with
had
them?
lunch with Ray Shremmerd. I
Of
have
course.
pictures. Yeah.
Oh, we did actually.
Yeah.
Look
Thought
at
you were
that.
fucking with me.
No.
What about your New Year's, Ramo? How was it? Anything exciting?
You know, it was honestly quite magnificent. I sat at home with my family. Did what I like to do.
What is that? What is it that you like to do?
Smoke excellent marijuana.
Nice.
Laced with, all kind of, concentrates and shit.
So what you do
it
is
was fun.
you get the doob and then you put the little crumble
Well,
concentrates
it
in
was
it.
New Year's, so I had to make a blunt. You know what I'm saying? I got some
Yeah, you had to-
dope ass blunt wraps. Through some crumble. I had some sugar, put that in there.
I see
No,
your,
that's
your
not
rep-
booger sugar, folks. It's not putting cocaine in his shit. Just letting
They
y'all know.
might. We might. You never
20
know.
years ago, maybe.
He's
I don't know.
representing too. I see the shirt. It says the True Love, which of course,
True love.
True
True
Leave.
leave.
Yeah.
True
you know,
Leave
that's-
is-
If we
I
can
do
get
some
that
shit there.
endorsement,
I'm a
Well,
true
we're working
leaver.
on it. It's we all are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that may be something we're working on for 2023 for the
Yeah.
year of Jordan.
there
You
you
can
go.
make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I brought Gentry into this true life.
Yeah, I love True Leave.
Hey,
so you're the
man,
true
very good.
daddy.
widest selection,
of
best
this-
price.
Of this
Can't beat
circle,
it.
You're the
because
true
I was
daddy.
the first one to get my card out of these people that I knew. And then they were like, is it worth it? You know how everyone is. Is it worth it? You got to pay that $200 and then you
Yep.
got to pay the money to the state. And then then your doctor has you
do?
come. You know you had to pay.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
You paid.
I didn't.
I
You
did.
paid.
I did not.
How did you not pay?
Because I was on the #1 morning show in town
Okay. No shit.
when everything was going on, and we partnered up with one of the first medical doctors in Southwest Florida.
Okay.
So did
And,
everybody on the
he-
show get their card?
Me and Brian did.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, Brian, or should I say Brian and I did.
Brian
To
and
speak
I.
properly.
That is proper.
Brian and I.
Yeah.
So, but did you still had to pay the $75 to the
Yeah,
state?
yeah, I
though?
still do every
Yeah.
year, and I pay them for my 7-month. Like, it was just a hookup, because it's
That's great.
yeah,
he waived
one
the
hand washes
200
another.
fee
yeah.
for the first
Yeah, no
doctor
doubt.
fee.
Basically.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Now, did you have to go back for the 100 after that? Because they get you for that 100 on the comeback.
Yeah, every
Yeah, to re-up.
every 7 months. I pay. It's
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
I
pay
pay it too.
100. But
He's like, I'll give you the 2 up front because you're coming
and
back
you know
now.
what? They're awesome. They're some of the most amazing people. I go to My Florida Green, and what they allow you to do is
Do it online.
it's web access. Yeah. So my 7-month, all I have to do is watch a video, take a quiz.
Take
When
a
I wanted
quiz.
my recommendation, my flower recommendation,
Jerk off in the camera.
I just totally.
Fucking jar, send it in.
I
Boom.
contacted them one time. They got back to me really quick.
Back hole in the
What a
back seat
jackass. And,
and the blazer.
and in a matter of days, my rec was up, way up. So
I bet.
I'm happy. Oh yeah.
Well, this episode is
Does
being
everybody have to do
sponsored
this?
by. This episode is being sponsored by BetterHelp. We are brought to you by BetterHelp.com/Outcast. You can save 10% on your first months of service. You can get therapy from the comfort of your own home. I know it's a new year. A lot of people talk about a new you. Why not work on you and your mental health? Because I
Sure.
know it's top of mind with everyone nowadays. And to be able to get therapy from the comfort of your own home, Memphis can tell us more. I know that you're now up to your 4th or 5th session with BetterHelp. Is it
It'll be-
helping?
Yeah, it's totally helping, and not just saying it to be saying it, but it really is. I'm on my
You seem happier.
4th session tomorrow. Yeah, I'm always happy, but
No, you are, but I'm
mean,
saying I can
You do
I
seem
can
happier
totally
this week.
understand.
Oh, thank you.
There's just like you're just nothing is bothering you right now. I can see that. And
Yeah, I'm
that's
good right
awesome.
now.
You're like a medium.
Yeah, I'm
Ramo.
good. I'm good
You're,
right
you're
now.
like reading his palm.
Hey man,
I'm good.
No, I think he's an extra large. Whoa, watch out.
Woo! No, it was cool, man.
You and your dirty jokes.
And you talking
Sorry.
about me. Nah, we the last session it was a little tough because we was talking about my therapist asked me why I don't celebrate the holidays, and I told her why.
Because you're Jehovah's Witness.
I'm not a goddamn Jehovah's Witness, man.
Take a shot.
So why don't you want to celebrate the holidays?
Because he's Joel.
It's a lot. It's a lot of reasons.
Maybe you've told us before, but what's
bit.
the main reason?
I mean, in a nutshell,
Jehovah's Witness?
the meaning that when we were kids, it was supposed to mean this great thing, and as I got older,
it's the Santa thing.
No, it wasn't even Santa. It was like the shit with like family and shit like that, you know. And it was like family supposed to be together and all this old shit, and it's the total opposite. And I'm like, well, fuck the holidays, because if I can't,
A lot of people feel like that.
you know.
You're not alone.
And then on
A
top,
lot of people do.
but then in addition to that, how our society is so obsessed with spending money that they don't have. You think about like every year as soon as summer is over, like we coming out of like, was it Labor Day? The big 4-day weekend in November, September.
Sure. Is Labor Day.
And we go
My birthday weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And we thinking about Halloween. Halloween is like a whole down there month and a half away. And by the time we get to Halloween,
Everybody's broke.
No, everybody's talking about Christmas shit.
Thanksgiving. You got Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but they skip Thanksgiving,
It gets glossed
and you get all the Christmas shit, and then right in the middle of Christmas, you buying all the shit, and they putting up Valentine's Day shit, and they always in your pocket, and that always.
I agree with that.
It just turns me off. It turns me off.
And I think what the problem is you're looking at it as a sense of yourself, whereas like you need to understand that these companies make money for selling shit, so they're going to promote that. Like, you don't have to watch it, you don't have to listen, you don't have to go buy it.
It's everywhere.
But they need to put it out there
because that's
so
what they do.
When somebody wants something,
I get that, but not when shoving it down your throat.
No, but
constantly.
But that's
their job,
you.
huh?
You don't have to ingest it. Like, you stop letting the outside world influence your inside world. Because
I don't let the outside world influence my inside world, because the main reason is because it's family. That was my first thing, family. Fuck the outside world. Ain't got shit to do with my family.
You can't spell family without lies.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's your family. That's still outside of your world. Who are you?
Who are you?
Memphis.
Who are you?
What makes Memphis happy? And it can't be anybody or anything outside of you, because you're in control of that. And if you let somebody else control your emotions,
it's different for me.
Not good,
it's different for me because, like I said, I was brought up different from you. And our people are different from how y'all grew up. You see what I'm saying?
Here we go.
You got to understand,
it's
totally different. Totally different.
No. Listen,
our background.
I got cousins,
but they not
family. No,
but they not black.
No, they are black.
Nah, they ain't black.
My uncle Hershey, Lynn Strong.
The guy's name is Hershey.
That's a
black name.
Man I've ever known. And he is the most outside of my father.
Uncle Hershey.
Outside of my father, probably the most respected man in my life that I've ever known.
I can dig that.
Okay, so I understand and I know what a good person is. And I don't give a fuck where you come from. If you're good people, there's a certain criteria, a certain standard that your family holds up to, and is across the board.
That's not what I'm saying.
What I'm saying
because,
is,
like, where you saying, like, out there where you from, and I get that, I respect that. But what I'm saying is this. Listen, what I'm saying is this: where we from, it don't matter like what the people you know, and that work for your family. That's cool, and I respect it. I'm talking about me and my people. My people. It's bigger than what you saying. It's different because everybody know their family dynamic. Everybody's family is different across the board. You can't lump everybody's family the same and say everything the same across the board.
I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
But back to what I'm saying is this: we different. My people, we different. We different.
Isn't everybody
not-
different?
you're not-
And I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that would mean that the people
you're putting
that
too
are
much
opposite
emphasis
from
on
you
all
are
that.
different because
Well,
then
yeah,
they're different.
But I'm talking about my family, what goes on in our little
No,
world,
no, I get what he's trying to
and
say.
what I don't like,
I
and
know
what
he's
turned
trying-
me
no,
off
no,
on
no,
a lot
sure,
of
sure,
stuff.
sure.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
So
I feel
like
you.
to me, like there's no
I get that.
compare.
No.
There's nothing. There's not a compromise or anything that I ain't even trying to hear.
I can't even. I won't even try to, like, question you about that or even say you're wrong or no. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying,
What are you
all right,
saying?
exactly what I'm saying is that
Wrap it up.
you are in charge
Jeez.
of what's within you. Okay, you love your family, all that shit, and they go through shit, you go through shit. However, all that outside shit is, I understand life can be hectic. I'm not telling you that you're not going through that. I understand that. What I'm saying is how you react, how you let it affect you. Memphis inside, that's all about you. And when you start controlling that, all that other shit is you can enjoy Christmas. You can enjoy your birthday. You know why?
I'm gonna call bullshit.
It's
I'm
mental.
you
It's
my
in your
you my
head.
you my man's no, and I'm gonna call bullshit on that because I think that is just a fucking forced lie that they want people to believe. No,
Who's they?
I mean, just the
Who's
people in
they?
general, the masses want people to think like if you control you, then you can enjoy this, enjoy that. I control me first and foremost. Y'all know me very well. I control everything about me. Everything about me. My thoughts, my moves, everything.
What was that you just hawked up over there?
It was a
Good
loogie.
Lord.
Loogie? Okay,
Jesus
you all right, man?
Christ.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, Lord.
I take a blood pressure medication
I had
that
to
gives me a
duck. I
dry.
wasn't sure if
got
something
you.
was gonna. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying, goodness.
Sorry.
I love that line.
Nah, you good.
Well,
No,
I would like to wrap this up, but Memphis,
Okay.
do you celebrate anything? Like, what do you celebrate?
yeah, I celebrate stuff like I do birthdays and shit like that. I just don't do the holidays. I don't do Valentine's Day because it's stupid. That means I can do all this shit for you on this day, but the rest of you don't ask me for
I
shit.
kind of get, and I understand
Because
what
I'm
you're
looking
saying.
at and I see things in a literal
You're willing
reality
to celebrate
sense.
people,
Right. I
but
celebrate
you don't
people.
want to
Y'all know me.
celebrate a construct of an
Yeah,
idea of a
that doesn't
holiday that
make
you feel
sense.
that people have designed that you need
Because
to
if
stand
that's-
on ceremony
right, because
for.
if I decide
Sure,
to say
I get it.
if I decide this year I'm gonna celebrate Christmas, right? Everybody that know me would hate me. Because
Why?
because if
I wouldn't.
because it well, in the sense of what is it like possessions and shit like that.
Sure.
Like cause me I don't need
It
to
doesn't
get
have to
anything.
be about possessions.
But-
It's
but-
just
but
about
it's
getting together.
not.
It's
It's
also
not
about
about
taking
possessions.
rest.
when you
get
think-
time
but
off
hold-
of work for the holiday.
But think about this. But that's
Spend
not the
time
first.
with your
but that's
loved
not. But that's
ones.
not the first thing you think of when it comes to the holiday. The first thing you think
I
of.
do.
I gotta buy this for this person, this for this person.
'Cause you
Because
take-
that's what it's packaged to first before fucking
But
like
they
getting
won't be
rest
mad.
or.
But they won't be mad if you don't get them anything.
No,
Even if they do, fuck
I do,
them.
But no, I do get people stuff. I do get people because I don't ruin it for anybody.
Yeah.
I'm fair about it.
But I think
I'm
there
very
is a
fair
level of
about it.
anxiety.
I'm very fair
It's a
about it.
business
I
proposition.
will agree
It
with
is,
you.
it's- yeah.
I think there's a level of anxiety that comes with the buying and this
Sure.
stuff. But I also agree
But
that
it's all self-imposed.
that we do.
No,
I think
well,
we
yeah, self-imposed for
kind
people,
of
yeah.
we put that anxiety on ourselves. And he's right though. The shit's on the TV, and this guy's buying his lady a car on the TV, and the diamond, and the get to Jared, and the fucking all the shit's coming at you. I get it. But you don't. But it is kind of self-imposed too, because you can just realize that really what it's about is just slow it down, fuck work them off a little bit, spend time with the people around me, and like you said, just kind of celebrate the people that you're close to. I
Yeah,
guess.
I like
That's
kicking
what
it with
do.
I like kicking it with my people, right?
Sure.
And that's
That's
for me.
what it's about.
That's me because I'm like I'm just not gonna go do all the societal
No,
shit. I'm just
yeah.
not because
All
it's
right,
stupid.
Let's move on to the
Sure.
next
But shout
topic.
out to BetterHelp, and I can't wait to
Yeah,
talk to my
I'm
therapist
glad you're the
tomorrow.
one.
She's amazing.
I'm glad
Please
you're the
help
one
me.
getting the therapy.
I hope I helped.
I think you need it because you should celebrate holidays more.
Nah, I'm good.
Celebrate life, man. Celebrate.
I celebrate
Memphis own.
shit. I celebrate life every day.
Good.
Well, now let's celebrate death
Oh,
because
fuck.
this is something that
That transition.
TomKat wanted to talk about.
I just want to go
On the
on
air.
record as saying that I am being forced to make this list. So
Ditto for that. He ain't by himself because
not
We're gonna-
my conscience,
this-
not my karma.
I'm doing this in protest.
This was a game that TomKat wanted to play. Full disclosure.
Rock
He
music.
said,
Let's go.
He said we should do a death pool. I was like, what the hell is
it was
death?
actually his girl's idea.
Yeah.
That's right. And I know I love her.
And I'm going to tell you, or you're going to find out why this is extremely odd later on in the show.
This is so true. Oh, just
So
wait.
explain to the audience what is a death pool to those that don't know.
Please.
TomKat. What is
Well,
Because I don't.
The death pool is you know, it's the beginning of the year. Each year, people will die. We just did the list of people that kicked the bucket last year. Well, at the end of this year, there's going to be numerous people that die. The death pool is, instead of doing the list at the end of the year, we're doing it at the beginning of the year, and we're picking who we think is going to die this year.
What do you win?
We
if-
were going
if
to
you
do
get it
10,
right?
but we're shortening it down to 3 each. What do you win? What do you win?
I don't know, man.
If
I ain't
you,
come
how
up
about
with
if you
this.
select
Some
a
horrible
winner?
karma.
It's $100 a head. Each winner that you pick, the company will give you $100
That's
Oh,
on
shit.
record.
for every
That's on
correct.
That's
some
on
shit.
record. Now it's
So
a
you
fun
really
game.
gotta
I
make it
hope you thought about it.
Let's
They
make it
gotta
interesting.
make it count.
I got my
Shit.
list right here.
And we're gonna do 3. So if you hit the trifecta, you could win $300.
Oh wow.
So go ahead, TomKat. Since it's your game, why don't you lead it off? Who is first with your death pool?
I wish I would have put more into this list now, but I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, wait a freaking.
Just pick one. Just pick one for right
Well, you
now.
can
Well,
Still
number
Isaac.
one, I had Elton John.
Okay,
Elton
Ramo.
Holy sh! Nah, I
What?
hope not.
Wow.
He's not that old. Is
No,
he?
he's
in
not.
his 70s, maybe.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Okay, what about you, Ramo? Who's number 1 on your death pool list?
There's somebody that I'm aching to say, but I'm not gonna say it because
you
No,
gotta
just
put him
say
on
it.
the
Yeah,
list,
say it.
man.
Don't be a pussy.
Just say it.
Donald Trump.
All right,
Oh,
he's not that
dog.
old, but that's
He
good.
is.
All right,
He's-
there you go.
He's old. He's
Mem-
not very healthy.
But we're gonna have to see where you are that day if it happens.
I think he
Where
may.
you
I
might
think he
be
may
you that
get
did it.
assassinated
All right,
before.
bye.
I hope
Ramo.
not. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong 100%. I never wish
I
that on
doubt it.
anybody.
I
You just
doubt
did.
it.
I'm
I doubt
just
it.
concerned
did.
about.
You just did wish it
I
upon.
doubt
him.
it.
No, I didn't. You made
did.
me do
You
it.
said it.
You jackass.
I
He
didn't
just
make you do
assumed
anything.
it's gonna
He's
happen.
Satan incarnate.
All right. What about you, Memphis? Who's number 1 on your list of the
It's
death
not who
pool?
do you want to die. It's who do you think is
Who
gonna
I
die.
think-
Oh shit! I got it wrong. Then hold on a second.
I don't
Come
want
to me
Elton John
last.
to die.
Yeah.
Just think.
I
Who
just
do I
hate his
think
music.
is gonna
No.
die?
He hates gay
Wow.
people.
Go ahead, Memphis. Who's number 1 on your death pool?
Who do I think is gonna die this year? Wow, this sucks.
This
man.
is fucking stupid,
this
right?
is-
Oh,
this is
yeah, it's
terrible.
$100.
I love
And,
this game.
and then I gotta pick. And I gotta pick 2 more people behind
Play
that.
some death metal too while we do
All
it.
right. Patty LaBelle.
Oh,
Patty
oh,
LaBelle.
shit.
Oh man, I hope she
I
doesn't
know.
die.
Patty, I
Is she
love-
still alive?
Listen, Patty, I love you.
That means it's a
I
good one.
love you, Patty. Please don't take offense to this. You just on my mind. I'm sorry. My mama love you. You know my mama love you. Oh my God, Patty.
Oh, shit.
I think
Yeah, I
I
might
think I
catch it
have
for
a
the-
winner.
All right,
I might,
Gentry's turn.
I might get in trouble for
Gentry's
this
turn.
one.
This guy is 97 years old.
So you went on looking for old ass people on the
does-
internet.
No,
He's a
it's-
cheater.
It's called research, asshole.
And that's why he gonna lose.
You should try doing it
He's
for the
gonna
show.
fucking win.
The person
No,
gonna.
he just wants to make sure he ain't got to give us
Yes.
$100 fucking
No,
dollars.
you
He's
guys have
smart.
to give me $100 if I get it right.
Oh, that's
What?
not. You said the
You said
company
the
gives you
company, not
$100.
us.
You said that. It's on the record.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, no.
We're
That's fine.
recording.
Thank God.
All right, Gentry.
All right, you want to know the name?
Yeah. So who's this guy?
I thought the guy was already dead. That's why I picked him.
George Burns.
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, shit.
Dick Van Dyke
not.
still with us?
Dick Van Dyke was born in
Nice.
1925.
Have you
Fuck.
guys ever seen the show?
97 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Jesus, this guy's gonna win this shit.
He falls over the ottoman.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Dick
was
Van Dyke.
Also
yeah.
in Mary Poppins. He was
No,
in Mary
Dick Van
Poppins.
He
Dyke.
was. He was like her sidekick or some
Yeah.
shit.
Go ahead, TomKat. You get 3. You've selected 1. Your first selection was Elton
This is
John.
horrible.
Who's number 2 on your death pool?
All right, number 2. I'm gonna go with fucking William Shatner.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I
Captain
get-
Kirk.
I can see that, man. I can see
That's a
that.
good one. That's a good one.
I can see that.
He's still doing TV though.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
And he's still
He
doing
does
those.
like
He's
Uh,
also 91.
Unsolved
91
mystery
years old.
type like
Yeah,
show.
he
it
was
is,
doing the travel commercial shits.
yeah, the Travelocity.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Ramo. You first picked Donald Trump as your first in your death
I
pool.
don't
Who's
expect
number
that to
2?
happen. Number 2, I'm gonna go. Damn, I don't know too many. Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. I hope. not.
Goldie
Me
Hawn.
Good
I
luck
se-
with
I se-
that one.
Dude, I seen a picture of her. I seen her on video like about a week ago or something.
Looking decrepit.
She
She's
looks
77 years old now.
She and that's not that old, and that's why I say that because she looked like she was 93.
Wow.
Well, dang.
They say white people don't age well.
No, she.
That's
could
not
be
what
sick.
they say. That's not what they
They
say.
say
black
black
don't
don't
crack.
crack.
But I
Such
guess
a
it's the same
jackass.
thing. Good point.
That's some racist shit.
Black.
Memphis.
No. What's that?
Who'd
You're
you pick?
third, Memphis.
Memphis. Who did you pick
I'm sure
first?
it's
Patty
gonna be a
LaBelle.
white person.
Yeah, I picked Patty
Patty LaBelle for number 1. Who's number
Yeah.
2?
Oh man.
Number 2.
One of these little rappers. I don't know. It's one
Oh
of them.
shit.
One of these
You're
little
picking a
rappers.
rapper. Well, you got to pick one.
I don't know. One of them Lils.
Oh,
Lil
shit.
Uzi. You think it's gonna be Lil Uzi Vert? You think it's gonna be Lil Baby? You think
Nah,
it's
'cause
gonna be
that-
Lil Wayne?
That's the biggest Lil.
What Lil are you referring to? The Lil Baby?
One of those Lils that we don't know all that well.
Soldier Boy?
No, Soulja Boy's not a Lil.
I know, I'm just
I know,
saying.
but
I'm just
who are
picking
you
a rapper
picking?
that's like
No,
getting
we-
into shit
no.
all the
You
time.
got to be more specific.
Oh shit. Okay, well, let me subtract the rappers then, because there's too many of them, and I don't want to do that.
Can we get him a notepad and a pen?
I was thinking you guys prepared for the
I'm
show.
prepared. I have mine.
I am. Me too.
But he's
So,
next. So.
Kanye West.
Oh, I knew it.
He's missing already. Not fair.
You know what? That's an
Is he?
no.
No.
Yes.
Somebody else is.
He is
Somebody from his
missing.
camp is, isn't it?
And also 2 people have like died. There's like a whole conspiracy going on around about that.
They say his
Like at
mother
the end
was
of 22, like a
taken out.
bunch of weird shit happened.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo passed away.
Couple
New Year's
days ago.
Yeah, New Year's
Yeah.
Day. Gangsta
All right,
Boo.
my next pick is, and I just
Rest in peace,
recently
Gangsta Boo.
watched a special on this guy. I'm a big fan of his. Wasn't great on the field playing baseball, but he became a big star because he always used to be on Johnny Carson. Johnny loved him. And then he became a play-by-play announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers. And then he got the big break in Major League. He was the announcer for
I know who
Major
you're
League.
talking about.
The great Bob Uecker.
Bob
Bob
Uecker,
Uecker.
yeah.
Bob Uecker is like 90 years old, and I just saw a video of him recently, and he is looking old. But what a talented guy, Bob
Yeah.
Uecker. And remember Mr. Belvedere, if you go back
Yeah,
and watch that show.
Mr. Belvedere was
Used to
my
like that.
shit.
I would hate to see him pass away. I did just buy an autographed Bob Uecker baseball, so it would probably be worth more if he died.
He's like, I get the $100, I can sell the baseball.
yeah, you know, I'm
Boom.
a capitalist.
Cash in
Let's
on
go,
that.
Bob.
Okay, so Bob Uecker and Dick Van Dyke are my 2 first picks.
Dick Van
This
Dyke. Didn't he
game
get caught with a
is great.
transsexual or
All right,
something?
on to your third pick, TomKat. Who are you picking third?
Isn't it is it my turn?
No, it's your turn.
All right, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
make my day. Boom.
He's up there.
How old is Clint? I'm looking it up.
He
right
is
now.
hella old. I can tell-
92.
92
Clint
years
Eastwood.
old. Yep.
I thought Clint Eastwood passed away a couple years ago.
There you go. That's a good one
That's a
then.
good one.
That's a good pick then.
Okay,
That's how
Ramo.
you know.
Yeah, because he is. I'm like,
Who's
last
your
time I
final
seen him, he
pick?
was old as
Ramo.
shit, man.
My final pick is Pele.
Pele
Pele
died.
I know.
I'm like, Pele passed a couple days ago.
And that's
Yes,
terrible. Yeah,
it
yeah.
did.
I just
It-
wanted to recognize
fucking-
it. No,
Shouts out to Pele.
Sally Fields.
Oh, I don't want Sally Fields to die.
I don't either. I
She
thought this
still-
wasn't that.
She still got her looks, man. She still got her
This
looks.
isn't
She
who
never
do you
had her
want
looks.
to die.
What do you
This is who do you
mean?
think is
Sally
going to die.
Fields?
She
She's
never had
76.
looks.
She
76.
was a cute, very
I'm not
attractive
saying.
woman.
I said this isn't who do you want to die. This is who
Right.
do you think is going to die.
I'm
She
just
died-
taking
hey.
shots at dark here. Like, not
It's
everybody
extremely
dies when
dark
you
game.
think they're going to.
But it's funny.
She did die in Forrest Gump, if you remember.
She did.
Oh, yeah, she did die.
Sally
did.
Fields was Forrest Gump's mother.
Premonition. And she was 76.
Yeah, and she is 76 now.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
Give me my $100 now. Cash it in.
let's
Cash
move
it
on
in.
to Memphis, who is a part of your death pool. Your final name. You've picked Patti LaBelle.
Uh-huh.
You picked Kanye West, and now
Yes.
who's your third?
Lionel Richie.
Nah, he already had hot grits poured on.
That's enough.
Britney Spears.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Spears.
that'd be
Wow.
She's
fun.
extremely
I mean,
young.
not fun, but a young. That's a good,
Jeez.
nice
I
little
think
shot
that's
in the
a
dark.
bonus pick. I think you might get 150 if she
All
does.
right, that's bullshit because none of us were aware that was possible.
So wait,
That
if
was
they're-
from
if
left
they're-
field.
If they're under 50, it's 150.
Yeah, I think so. That's a far left field pick, but
I mean, just because
This
she
is the
just,
darkest shit
she just
ever.
Yeah, if that was the case, I would have been looking more actors.
I mean, she's
Or
off her
artists.
conveyor ship, and she just got married to some dude, and she been showing her ass all over the internet and shit. And she ain't. I thought she was back together. She was put together with Brittany, but now she's starting to come all unraveled and shit. And I don't know. I'm a little concerned about it right now.
All right. Well, my final pick is I believe that it's possible that the president of the United States,
Yeah, that was
Joe
one of mine.
Biden.
That was one
Joe
of mine.
Biden.
He could be.
could die. The
That was one of
stress.
mine.
In office?
The stress looks like it's
Will-
getting to sleep.
In
though.
office?
In the Oval Office.
In office?
Which is in the bathroom.
That is
Definitely
technically
in
the
office.
office. Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Die in
Yeah.
office?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
he was
office.
on my list. I just switched it.
No, he's totally viable.
I
Hey,
bet you.
He's a look.
Trust
All right.
me, it was either him or Donald.
Joe
Boy, either
Biden. It's
one.
written down right there.
Oh, it
Here's
sure is.
here's a list of presidents who have died in office. Let's see
Oh,
if
I like that one too. Kim Jong
if
Un.
I
Kim
can-
Jong Un, yep. But I looked at these and I was like, well, let me try with these.
In 1841, William Henry Harrison. He became ill with a cold after being caught in a downpour,
Good Lord.
and he died. I guess
That's terrible.
William Henry Harrison in 1841. Then 1850, Zachary
Abraham Lincoln.
Medicine
Zachary
sucked back
Taylor.
Zachary Taylor.
He died. Abraham Lincoln, sitting president, who died.
Then. He got
John F.
assassinated
Kennedy.
though. He didn't die of an old age or an illness.
James Garfield died
died.
in 1881.
Of what?
He was assassinated
Ooh.
in 1881.
That don't happen anymore.
Damn.
You think political violence
Careful
is
now.
bad now?
Careful.
It was
1901.
bad back then.
It was terrible.
1901, another sitting president dead by assassination. They didn't play around.
No,
didn't.
Bro.
That was in 1901. That's William McKinley died.
He was killed by the mafia, I bet.
You see, they always got that little shield thing right there, buddy.
1923,
Damn.
Warren G. Harding died from a sudden heart attack in his hotel suite
That's more
while
like it.
visiting San Francisco.
He was getting a handy.
And that tooth.
But his
Oh.
Little toot.
it says that his death quickly led to theories that he had been poisoned.
Damn.
AKA overdose. No, I'm just kidding.
1945.
Yeah.
1945, another sitting president, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yep.
But he had polio, right?
Let's see what it says here happened to him.
Yeah.
He had a hemorrhage, a stroke.
Oh.
Then 1963,
That's the sound of a hemorrhage, folks.
Yeah,
that's the most famous one. The most famous
Kennedy.
one, the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
That was
it's been
sad.
since 1963 that we've had a sitting president die, but
They tried to kill Reagan.
All right, all
Yeah, they
right.
almost got running.
I'm not hoping for it, but
Never.
No,
Never.
we don't
All
want that
right,
to
all
happen.
right.
Nobody would.
all right, let's move on to the next topic. It looks like there is good news here. DeMar Hamlin. Let's talk about the football
Oh,
player
yeah.
from
Perfect.
Buffalo. This guy doesn't look like he's going to die, at least at this point.
That's great.
The latest from ESPN. Let's go to the audio. This came out just a few moments ago. I do have to kill my hail to the chief, but we do have this from ESPN.
Coley, what can you tell us about DeMar Hamlin's condition right now?
I have to tell you, the fact that you guys opened by saying there's power in prayer, indeed there is. The sun is beginning to shine here in Cincinnati, and that's also a sign of what we're learning, and that is that some positive progress, some small steps of hope towards recovery for DeMar Hamlin have begun. I'm going to turn it over right now to some sound that I had with the family's spokesperson, also the close family friend of DeMar Hamlin. This is Jordan Rooney, as he filled me in just a few moments ago on the updates that have happened overnight.
The news that we will share today is we've got some positive steps in the right direction. So still has a long ways to go, but in terms of what the doctors want to see, it's positive.
They're seeing
I know you can't get too deep into that because they haven't even shared all of that, but what does positive steps, what does that look like from what they've told you?
To be honest, that's all I got. Just that in terms of what they were looking for and hoping to see overnight, they got that. They got what they.
So I guess some positive signs,
Yeah, that's
although
good,
we
man.
don't
That's
know
good stuff.
what the
That was
positive
crazy,
signs are.
man. Wow.
It was. I
There is
happened to
power
be
in prayer.
watching it live,
Me too.
Me too.
and
I wasn't.
and all of a sudden it just seemed to me like it was a very uncomfortable situation. I put myself in the shoes of the broadcasters because that's the business that we're in, and I was just thinking, like, if you're Joe Buck or you're Troy Aikman or Susie Colbert, all these guys, you're going into it thinking, hey, tonight we're about to go call a football game like we always do. Nothing too serious. It's just a football game. We're here to have some fun and call a game. When then all of a sudden, in a drop of a hat, in a single hit on a football field, it turned into a very stressful. And a lot of these characters on television, they need a script. Now all of a sudden, throw the script out. We're not calling the football game. Now we're calling something live on
Life and Death.
television,
Yeah.
Life and Death. And I thought Booger McFarland was very good. He put it into perspective on television. But I felt like there were moments where it's like, how many times on live television can you say, at this point, our thoughts and prayers are with the player, and we hope that he's okay, and we're praying for him. And then it was just like everyone just kept regurgitating that same thing for about 30 or 45
until they
minutes.
went over to Scott Van Pelt and Ryan Clark, who really set it off.
Did they? I didn't see that part.
They did. They especially Ryan Clark, because he's a former player and he had his own health situation where his teammates didn't think he would die either. He had sickle cell and some stuff.
I heard there was some controversy that the NFL wanted them to keep playing, but it was the coaches and the players that were like, no. But there's some controversy because the NFL says no, they never did. But there seems to be some discrepancy.
They had to
you
reach
can't
out to
believe
the-
everything you hear, and I'm sure people are just throwing shit
you
out
can't
there 'cause
believe
they're
which side.
douchebags.
But
What?
they did.
You can't believe which side.
Well, you have to believe that people are willing to do the right thing, especially in those
So
situations.
you believe the NFL
Sure.
that they say they would
Sure,
do it.
unless you get proof that they didn't, then you can't. Like,
Sure.
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But there was some controversy about it.
Well, I mean, you see it often where even an ambulance will come on the field. Not a lot, but sometimes you'll see it, and they'll carry a player off, and maybe even with a neck brace, and you hold your breath, and you feel bad for the player. But typically they cart him off, and it's line up and let's play.
Right. Because it's a leg or arm injury. It's not a heart injury.
And
Dude actually died on the field
Twice.
Right.
They had to resuscitate him twice.
That's never happened. Like all of America live watched a person die because he was for at least 90 seconds.
It actually
out.
happened before.
Right.
It happened in 91. I think in 91. I think it was.
I have the story
71.
here. There has been one football player, professional football player, that died on the field. His name was Chuck Hughes.
For the Detroit Lions.
Chuck Hughes.
And it was in 1971, and he actually suffered an injury in a preseason game that season. And it led to him collapsing in the locker room afterwards. He was hospitalized, and the doctors back then, they said that they thought it was acid reflux, that he had bad acid reflux, something that he ate didn't exactly digest well, and so it caused him to not feel well.
So that was, again, not like this. This was them.
No,
this was the guy dropping on the field.
This is more.
dead.
I haven't finished the story. This is preseason. He falls in the locker room. The doctors say, you got acid reflux. That's probably why you got these chest pains.
Oh.
And then he went out and suited up in the regular season. Fast forward a few months later. Now he's on the field in a real game during the regular season. He's on the field playing the Bears
at Wrigley Field.
Tiger Stadium.
Tiger Stadium. Oh, they were at Tiger Stadium. That's
Late in the fourth quarter. Detroit's trailing 28-23. The Lions driving down the field. And who enters the game? But it's Chuck Hughes. And then all of a sudden, Chuck Hughes takes a hit, pretty violent hit. Then he starts convulsing on the field. Dick Butkus was right there, a famous Bear linebacker.
Yeah.
He said he mentioned to the sideline, this guy's going to need some assistance. They ended up carting him off. They finished the game. They don't. They
Back
continue
in the day,
to play.
They were like, "Let's go."
Don't give a fuck.
But
So
this guy ended up dying.
So the guy calling from the first tragedy was named Dick Butkus, and the guy calling from the second was named Booger.
Yeah, Booger
Nice.
and Dick.
Sweet.
So, but Chuck Hughes died, and he was, 28 years old.
Wow.
I believe that's the same age that I know. I think DeMar is 24.
Yeah, he's 24.
Right. Well, from
This guy died, and I guess he had a blockage of almost 75% in his main artery.
He was not in shape at all.
So he had a heart attack on the field.
Well, this
He wasn't in
recent
shape.
person is about what, 23 years old?
And he
24.
is in shape. Well, the funny thing about this particular incident and what
I don't know if
Doc
DeMar
funny.
Hamlin.
I don't know if there's anything funny about it. But
No. Well, not funny.
Funny,
but,
like
but-
not ha ha funny, like
Yeah.
that. What am I, a fucking
Like-
clown? What do I amuse you?
Yeah,
not
no,
that
no,
kind of
not
funny.
that kind of funny.
I know
right,
what he's
right.
saying.
Okay. The thing about it is that they're saying that if it is the certain particular injury that they believe it is like a, not trying to be funny, like 1 in a million shot. Like he has to be hit in the exact right place. And not only that, at the exact right time that his heart rate, his heart pulse or beat is in a specific position that your heart spends the least time in of its life. Like in that instant of a second, a split second, it has to get like that's the trigger. And like they say like this, and most people that even get that injury survive.
I did not a lot, but I did some kung fu growing up, and there's something called the death touch. It's dem mock. Now listen, it's a real thing.
Sure.
If you hit somebody in the fucking heart, they can die.
They can.
You can hit them. You got to hit them at that heart,
Perfect
right
spot.
time, right spot.
It's right.
But it's the same
I'm not
thing.
going to tell you which
It's
ribs.
a real
I
thing.
know
It's
which
called
ribs
dem mock, poison hand. You can really kill people by hitting them really hard.
That's the name of
in the
Steve
heart.
Aoki's label.
It is.
Dem mock, yeah.
That's
Dem
why
mock.
he called it that.
Yeah.
Because it's badass.
Yeah.
Tigers and fucking karate and shit.
You know, I've
That's
seen.
fucking crazy.
It amazes me that we've only seen one NFL player die on the field. I got to be honest with you. I thought maybe you would see it more.
It's extremely violent.
I
a
know it
Coliseum.
happens. I know it happens. I hear about it a lot with football players dying here locally in our area. High school football is a big
shit.
thing, and in the state of Florida,
Overheating.
they get so freaking hot because they're practicing
Right.
in July.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're out there playing, and they want to push themselves because, you know, you're a high school kid. You want to perform. And you're out there in the heat, and you got a mouthpiece on, and you got a helmet on,
That's right.
and you're playing in 100-degree weather. We have seen, I feel like it happens once every 4 or 5 years. You have a high school athlete die on the practice field typically
Right.
because they overheat. And I've heard it
Practices in
multiple times.
summertime. They have a new thing because of the last kid that died here. They have to keep ice bath. They have to have an ice bath there.
But they should have had that anyway.
That's new.
The other
That-
thing
they
where
should've been doing
I
that.
hear athletes dying in our area, again, high school athletes, it's only happened a couple times, but struck by lightning.
Yep.
They're out on
Oh,
the football
yeah.
field. And another thing in Florida, not only is it hot in the summer, but it rains every afternoon during the football season in the summer. And so you have these vicious lightning storms, and you'll see these athletes die of a lightning strike. So I'm surprised with all the outdoor games, they play in the rain. You haven't seen a lightning strike on a player. You haven't seen a player overheat in the National Football League since 1971. So I was surprised
Yeah.
when I heard that only one player in the history of the National Football League has died while playing a game. It did surprise me.
Now, what about other games? Like, what about like hockey? You would expect people to die in hockey. Has anyone ever died playing hockey?
Or baseball.
Almost, yeah. A guy took a direct like slap shot right to the chest, and it stopped his heart.
Same shit.
They had
Well,
to
like
save his life.
baseball.
Same
Yeah.
shit.
But that guy, believe it or not, actually ended up having a 20 or some odd year career after that incident.
Well, I can tell you, a
So
race
he
car
fared
driver,
well. Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
not
dude.
junior, but senior.
Senior.
He intimidated.
Yeah, he barely
died
hit that wall. It seemed like.
in the Daytona 500. If you
Yeah.
remember Hank Gathers,
Yeah,
anybody?
he played for the Celtics, right?
No, Loyal Marymount.
Oh, that's
He
right.
was a college athlete, and they made a
That's
movie.
right.
You could look the movie
Hank.
up, the Hank Gathers story. He was a college athlete. He's like at the free throw line, I think, and he just collapses.
That's crazy.
Again,
And
some
limb
kind
bias.
some
Yeah.
kind
In
of heart
college.
condition.
Yeah, Lynn Bias.
In college.
And Apollo Creed too, by the way. He got killed in the boxing ring.
That was a
Oh,
real
yeah,
person.
I saw that,
That's not
yeah.
a real person.
Well, he that
The
Russian was a
yeah,
badass.
If he
was.
dies,
Yeah.
he dies.
No,
If he
That's
dies.
He had no
He
remorse
died.
whatsoever.
If he dies,
And
he
it
dies.
was quite appalling.
All right, let's move on to another
Dolph
topic.
London.
Our prayers are up, by the way, for DeMar
Yes,
Hamlin.
most
Yes,
definitely.
man. Prayers up, brother.
To your
It
family.
did kind of screw up my fantasy football. I must admit, I was only down by about 15 points, and I had
So
two
selfish.
Cincinnati Bengal players playing, and they were already off to a great start.
Yeah, they
And
were.
can you believe it? I got fucked. They gave me a loss. They said, well, they're not playing the game. So,
Womp womp.
womp, womp, womp. Was just lost out.
my,
on probably
my,
$1,000.
my question is just like, so they don't play the game now. Do they ever play the game
Well,
again?
they haven't rescheduled it as of
Yeah.
right now.
And if they
It's
can't,
hard. It's
if-
impossible.
If they can't, well, the other
probably
team
just
back
gotta
in the
call it a
day did
wash.
it. The back in the day team just kept
Well,
playing.
they just kept playing.
Right.
Yeah, but
I'm sure.
totally different.
Did they
Totally
have?
different.
Did they have? What was different about back then versus now?
Back then, there wasn't so much TV and national attention on
Yeah.
a particular game.
You didn't have to worry
Especially
about
was
being canceled either and having millions of people tweeting about the bad decision you made.
Sure.
You
All
know,
Yeah,
that.
there's that.
Yeah.
There's
Is that
that.
many people? I don't think there's millions of people on Twitter.
I think
Oh,
you're right.
There's
yeah,
about,
they
I think
are.
there's about 1,000
Shit.
I think
people
you're
on
lying.
Twitter.
I have like 10 times that follow me on Twitter.
I'm just saying.
10 times 1,000, that's 10,000.
Yes, I do.
I think society's a lot more conscious in today's world about and more sensitive to those issues because of the widespread media that's available.
Did you say widespread or widespread?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Now listen.
Widespread.
I said both.
Widespread.
We're running out of time. We only have a few more moments, and we still have a few topics to get to.
All right.
Rolling Stone came out with their 200 greatest singers list. It came out on New Year's Day.
Okay.
And some people that are upset about it, they got snubbed, or at least their fan base is upset. No Justin Bieber on the list.
Nope.
The 200 greatest.
Good.
No Jennifer Hudson on the list.
I like Justin Bieber.
That's a
I'm just kidding.
crime. She should be on that list.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you don't like them.
There is no Dionne Warwick.
What? She ain't on there?
Wasn't she on your death list, though?
Come on, man. She ain't had a hit
There's
since
no.
Solid Gold.
She has sold more records than any other female in the history of music. Madonna.
Madonna's not on the
But
list
she
either?
was
on the list.
never
See-
known as like the great vocalist.
These are the best
Singer.
singers.
Yeah.
Singers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony Bennett, not on the list.
See,
Have
that's
you heard his Christmas music?
Pink,
Tony Bennett? Pink. Oh, see, now we
not
fighting.
on the list.
I
Pink
agree.
Pink is.
She can
oh,
sing, but
'cause
she
Pink can sing her
she can
ass
blow,
off.
Yeah, she can sing, but she
She
should
can sing her ass off.
top
Don't-
what 200.
200, yeah. she
Celine
should-
Dion, not on the list.
Oh,
either.
that's bad.
I'm okay with that.
See,
That's bad.
Celine
no way.
Dion
She's
should
known
be
for her
on that
voice.
list.
Who?
All right, do you want to
Celine
know who the
Dion.
top 10 are?
Top
Do
10.
it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, top 10. I love playing this song at a wedding during the cocktail hour.
Do it.
That would be Al Green.
Yeah.
You know
Okay,
what song I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
stay-
so tired
Let's stay
of
together.
Let's stay together.
Al Green, what number did he come in at?
10.
Okay, Al Green, okay.
Number 9, Otis Redding.
Yeah, yeah,
We got a
okay,
theme
yeah.
going here.
Number 8, Beyonce.
All right.
Not top 10 worthy, but
Number
yeah.
7,
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are all African American artists so far.
I see
far.
that.
Number 6, Ray Charles.
All righty. Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Number
if he was
I
five.
can see a
singer.
theme here.
Number 5, Mariah Carey.
Oh, shit. She broke them all, but
Yeah.
she's supposed to be kind of like mixed.
Uh,
I don't know what
Billie Holiday.
Oh yeah, Billie Holiday.
She's a beautiful voice.
She amazing.
Sam Cooke.
Yes.
Whitney Houston, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Aretha Franklin.
I knew it. Aretha Franklin.
I mean, all 10 of those, I think, are
The-
African
I
American.
mean, I would take Beyonce out of the top 10 and I would replace her with somebody else.
I do think it
You
is
know,
a very, like a
I'd go like Anita Baker or somebody.
Yeah,
like
where'd you
that.
get that list from?
The list
Rolling
does,
Stones. It's very liberal.
They definitely seem to like have forgotten, it's like a lot of the list is African American people, which I'm not saying is bad because African American people make amazing
Well, let's do
music.
the white list for
But
TomKat. Let's
there
do the
doesn't
white
seem,
list.
It doesn't have to be white people. I'm just saying.
No, I have the
does
top
seem to
white
be
people on the
very
list here.
favored.
Who are
Yeah.
the top 10 white people on this list?
The top 10 white people would be number 1, John Lennon, who's number 12 on the list.
Okay.
So you have to go to number 12 to find the first white singer.
Right.
John Lennon, and then number 14 is Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Number
I would have put Freddie
should be a
Mercury
lot
over
higher.
him. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
put Freddie up there more.
number 15 is Bob Dylan. I didn't think
He
he
shouldn't
was a
be
great
I don't
singer.
know, man. I just
like, nah.
He was
I
a
don't know.
great folk artist. but
Songwriter. He was a great
Yeah,
songwriter.
but
Yeah,
nah.
he wasn't a
And I'm
singer.
not talking about white folks. I'm just saying it just seems
But
like
now
if you're
since
going to
we-
be in the top 10 of a
the
list.
choice we're making.
17 is Elvis Presley.
No, hell no.
He was
hell.
very monotone.
What? I
He
would
just
put
moved
Kurt
his hips very
Cobain
well.
over
I
freaking.
have the first Spanish artist, Latin artist.
Oh,
there's actually
Celia,
Latin people.
Celia Cruz, number
Celia
18.
Cruz.
Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz.
Celia.
No, she can sing. Yeah, she
Hell
can
yeah.
sing.
Now,
She
see, if they
definitely-
would have condensed
But-
this list and just kind of, and I guess I'm being Mr. Diversification here, but I just feel like the top 10 list needs to be diversified a little bit. That was a good PC new way of saying it.
Yeah, no, I
We
agree.
need some diversification
'Cause
in
But
that
then
top
it's
I'll
list.
tell you what.
But
I
no,
would
but then it's
put-
giving everybody their own list.
I'll
But-
put
but
Celia
music
Cruz.
is not a separate thing. It's all it's a
No,
it's
this
a
is all the same list.
That's true.
You got to keep it together.
Hey, the best singers are the best singers.
The
and
best singers are the best singers.
I don't disagree that those are amazing
Great
singers
singers,
and
sure.
they're
No.
better than anyone else that we've said. So
I think it's all
saying that-
subjective, anyways. There's no real way to.
You can. I'm sure we can. We got a link or somewhere. Somebody can like.
I gotta
go
think of some amazing
See the whole list.
white singers.
I think Kelly Clarkson is always underrated with her
Shit.
vocal skills.
Kelly
Now we're
Clarkson.
She can sing. She
I
can
think,
really
I
sing
think
really
Christina
well.
And it's-
Aguilera
yeah,
can sing
Christina-
her fucking
Christina,
ass
that's a good
Yeah.
one.
See, and it's not
Carrie-
because
Good one.
Carrie
Oh,
Underwood.
she's
I
Hispanic,
know she's
right.
a
Carrie
country
Underwood's
singer.
good.
Carrie Underwood can sing.
She
Very
can.
good singer.
She
But
can.
I would put Dolly Parton over Carrie Underwood.
Dolly
though.
Parton's
Miley
a
Cyrus.
freaking angel.
Miley
yeah.
Cyrus is really
Yeah,
good.
Miley, I would put
Sia's
I- yeah,
great. Yeah.
Yeah, Sia's dope.
Sure.
What's that girl?
What
Yeah.
about Cher? Cher can sing.
I
Cher
don't
can
like
sing.
Cher. I don't like her voice.
Natasha Bedingfield. Natasha Bedingfield's an amazing
Yeah,
singer.
Adele.
Adele.
can sing.
It's all subjective, people.
So
and
why is
these
that Adele
lists
should
are
be up
just
on the
whatever.
list?
Adele can blow.
They should all be on the
Yeah,
list.
ask
And we
Rich
talking
Paul.
below me.
Ask Rich Paul. He knows.
We talking about big and small Adele.
Let's go to the news. Of course, we
Both
have.
of them, big and small.
You can have your Tom Brokhovs. You can have your Wolf Blitzers. You know, I don't care. Brett Baer. You can line them up.
You got
They
Tom
can.
Brokaw.
They all take second fiddle to our newsman.
Yep.
The most respected newsman in all of news. Let's go to TomKat and his not so good news.
Yes, this is the news for the day. Today is January 4th, 2023. Welcome to 2023, fellas.
Yeah.
We're here.
It's the new year. Birthdays today. The only notable one I saw today was Sir Isaac Newton, the English physicist and mathematician.
What about Jordan?
Jordan's birthday. Happy
My
birthday,
son.
Jordan.
Happy birthday,
Jordan.
The first one. Happy birthday, son. Or
Happy birthday, Jordan.
Yeah.
he's
Go ahead
Gentry's
with
son.
your news. You're running out of time, Tom.
All right, was anybody watching the CNN coverage of the New Year's Eve ball? I guess apparently
No.
Don
No
Lemon.
drinking, they said on this
No
year's
drinking
show.
on the air, but
Oh, that sucks.
but Don Lemon still managed to like mess up the ball drop. He was busy dancing to Juvenile's "Back That Ass Up,"
No way.
and clearly like missed the ball drop. And behind him, you can see it drop. And I was watching it.
Yeah,
You
he
can
was
see the-
off. His timing was off.
He's dancing. He's like, "Back that ass up." The ball drops, and then he's like, "Oh, get ready for the ball drop." And three, just Happy New Year! It's fucking hot. So
I
funny.
didn't say it. That's awesome.
I gotta see that.
If you get a
That's
chance to watch that
classic.
video, watch
That's
it. It's good.
awesome. I have to see this.
Also, we had a mom left horrified after she bought a baby's toy phone over the Christmas holidays and started saying disturbing and inappropriate jokes intended for mature audiences.
That's
She
funny.
bought it at Walmart, and
Awesome.
she was
Of
asking
all places.
Walmart, explain this. It generated 13 million views in her video that was on TikTok, and the mom, who goes by Ashley Lynn, gave her 9-month-old baby a toy phone from Walmart that had crude and inappropriate jokes. It would say things like, "Hi guys, Merry Christmas. I was just confirming on here because I need a TikTok to do this thing." Ashley told her voice.
Interesting.
I
Great,
can't
great
find-
story,
Is
Tom.
it one of those phones where you like can record your own messages in it?
It's not
and
like
then
it,
it'll
or somebody
play
did
back?
it. Somebody like little bits.
Somebody
what you
in the
want.
store did it. Yeah, like
And the first thing that little girl heard
It's not
out of the store
Walmart's
was
fault.
little bits. What you want?
people were junior baby son of a bitches.
Yeah, I guess they put batteries in it and they gave it to the kid. He goes in the other room.
It's like the Chucky doll. All of a sudden, little fucker's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that'd be dope, right?
What else you got, TomKat?
Well, I got the latest on the Idaho killings. The whole nation's been
boy.
riveted by the
That's
killings
Yeah,
in
that was
Idaho.
fucked up.
I didn't hear about it. What happened?
Well, 4 college students were murdered in their house while their two roommates slept in another portion of the house. He killed 2 girls and another girl and her boyfriend. That was a couple months ago. But apparently they caught the guy who they believe is the killer. Brian C. Kohlberger, 28, agreed to be transported from Pennsylvania, where he's living with his parents, to Idaho. Of course, he's living with his parents, where
no
he is
shit.
charged with the stabbing deaths of 4 University Idaho students.
Damn, that's
Serial
fucked up.
killer.
Sad.
What's that?
Serial killer.
Yep.
Yeah, well, apparently this guy was a university student and he was studying criminal law. So basically he thought he had committed the perfect crime. He thought there was no way cops were going to catch him. In some ways he was doing like oppo research for
Sure.
his classes, and that's fucked up.
He should have been watching How to Get Away with Murder or something like that. And trying to do that dumb shit. Fuck him.
He
Talk
was
to
like trying
OJ.
to
Somebody should have been whipping his ass.
Yeah.
he was trying to live out the actual, how to do the killing that he
Right.
was teaching them how to do, and to get away with it without being caught.
He watches too much.
Well, they caught
fucking
his
TV.
ass. He's in
Yeah.
jail now, so he's on his way back to Idaho.
Cops take that shit personal, man.
Some really good news you had there.
Yeah,
that was
that's
good.
crazy.
Sorry,
man.
I dropped the things what the thing said. I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I give you about.
Yeah,
It was talking about
What they-
drive-bys and all kind of jokes and shit.
Yeah, I'd probably give you about a 6 on that news.
Thank you.
No, I give him an 8.5.
Well,
Eight and a
you
half.
prefaced it
Yeah, he
with
did. It
not
was
so
good
good news.
stories.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, by those parameters, it was a 10.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Well,
Good job.
that's going to do it for us here on this week's episode of the Outcast podcast. Well, how many are we up to now? What's that?
48.
48. My God.
So we got the lower 48 of podcast episodes.
Thank you to
Sorry,
our
Alaska
sponsor.
and Hawaii.
This episode, of course, being brought to you by
BetterHelp.com.
Do it.
BetterHelp.com/Outcast. Save 10% on your first month service.
Do
A
it.
better you means a better year.
True.
Means a better life. Everything's better.
Do it.
Really is. It helps.
Anybody got any final thoughts?
Do it.
I want to go smoke some weed.
See what I
sound
did
like you're
this-
jonesing,
Yeah,
man.
I know, right? We just smoked 5. No, we haven't. I'm
No,
with
we-
him.
Yeah, see, that's
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? We supposed to smoke some weed.
Peace out.
You know, we never
motherfuckers.
got to the life insurance talk, so
Oh, yeah. See,
Oh,
make,
yeah.
make sure you tune in next week. We'll tease everyone. We should have said TomKat Fahey maybe on the list for the death pool because his girl wants
I
to
didn't
take
think
out
of that.
life insurance
So-
on him.
Oh, what a
we
wonderful.
did not think of that.
Oh, can I
Fuck
change my
you,
last
Gentry.
one?
We'll talk about that
I
on
wanna
next
change
week's
Donald Trump.
show.
I'm going to change
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, y'all.
2023 is going to be great.
Peace.
God bless.
Shit.